Hello and welcome back to Court Farm. Right, as you can see, we are overlooking our beautiful farm area. Right in front of us we do have our field bean crop, and it is looking absolutely beautiful. Look at that, waving at me in the wind. But if you look, unfortunately, yield potential is not great. pH, nitrogen, perfect, absolutely perfect, but yield, not so much. So that is very unfortunate. But if you look over here as well, there's a gate. There's a lovely little gate right there, and this gate can lead to these massive fields, but more importantly can lead to this area here, which is for sale right now. So we've got some trash and we've got a nice grassy area here, but we also have loads of shed area. Oop. Loads and loads. We just have to clean all the rubble, get it all out. We've got a nice pad here that could be for bales, very nicely, storing bales there, and we have sort of a front yard here. So I mean, if we look at it from up here, it's not super close, but it is close enough, I think, to justify making that purchase, especially if we were to purchase this field here. Right, so I'm just kind of doing a bit of an overview of everything just to see what we have and which direction we kind of want to go. So back to our farm that we own, because that field there is 150,000. This farm area here, or land, whatever you want, a yard area, is 78, I believe. The field I kind of want as well is over there is 80. The next one here is 92. So everything in time. But we are looking down at our alfalfa bales and straw bales, which will be collected in this episode. The combine will be moved close to the field beans because they should be ready. Actually, they should be ready in September, because right now it's showing 6 of 6 growth stage. Fantastic, I can't wait to harvest those. So we will get the Massey hooked up here to the bale loader and we'll load the bales. There's 16, so it's exactly 2 loads of bales. I want to try and get them into here, just even on this pad, out of the way, and yeah, because we won't be producing any wool, which spawns right here, so it should be fine. Right, I think that's all we really need to do in this month. The cows are fine, maybe give them straw. Right, so initially I was going to put the harvester away, but it makes much more sense to just move it nearby to where we need it to be, which is right here. Fantastic. We'll tend to you in September. We do have to collect these bales, so as I do, I will run over a few other things that I wanted to mention. So, crop-wise, what is the plan? If we were to convert our little farm, or expand our little farm into that yard just yonder the trees there, our main access would be via this field, really, because there is a gate there. We could go all the way around. It's not all the way around, it is fairly close, but I mean, really, it's right there. Might as well access it there. So my thinking is, because this is a lower expected yield for the soil type, we should put in a grass or an alfalfa crop. There was grass initially, I did cut it and I wanted to put a crop in, but then now putting all these pieces together, I think the best thing after this would be a different crop type. So I'm thinking actually alfalfa. Now, I know I said I was going to do things as I was saying, but I'm also talking with my hands, which makes it very difficult to drive a tractor. So very quickly I will show you this map here, what we have. Right, this big area could be a full-on grass field. I was thinking of expanding the alfalfa, but I think I'd prefer grass for it, because we do want to do silage bales for the cows in a bit bigger of an area. And this could be a small crop, but might as well also be alfalfa, possibly, because then we'll have alfalfa, and then 51 alfalfa to eventually go into this crop field, which would be arable, and then we'd have potentially this, a future arable. So until we actually have more fields, we can't sacrifice the arable space that we have. So this whole area here that is currently alfalfa and rye might actually become field beans before it becomes a grass crop, which is fine, because I do like a crop rotation. Indeed. I try and keep... I don't have the mod or anything, I just kind of do it myself, just to keep things a bit fresh. Unless it is a grass or alfalfa crop, then I'll keep it as is, because you don't want to be turning that over all the time. Right, so I will ramble no more. We will collect the bales and get them put into the sheep pen. Alright, I guess we're done. I swore there was 16 bales. I was certain there was 16, but maybe there was only 15 bales. Well, nevertheless, we have 15 more than we had before, and that is fine with me. So we'll get this reversed in. It does. I reckon it just made more sense to just sort of put it straight in, and then if we do need to get it out with the telehandler with the JCB, then we can do pretty easily from here. Alright, we'll get that set to unfold. I swore there was another one. Ah, well, that's right. And we'll get a bit close, not too close, and down they go. Absolutely fantastic. Right, so those are in there now, for now. They are for the sheep, but I can't say how much they actually take, because I can't see... and they have to ferment anyway, 6%. I can't see the actual sheep and their requirements for this field, because I just can't see them. I wonder, though, how many? 100? Wow! Okay, I didn't think it was that many. Well, we have many options. We've got lambs and sheep and rams and lambs and goats. Oh, we've got goats as well. So the goats, I wonder if they do goat milk on this particular map. I'm not sure how the goats do work in that particular instance with this mod. But I think I would focus on wool anyways, because I'd like to look at wool as a production in the future. I know I did a bit of that on Silver Run, and it was good and all, but I would like to do it to a different capacity on this series. So, in the future, I would like this series to stretch for a while. Look into many options for, maybe more domestic sort of productions, things that are very local, if you want. If you will. Right, we'll tuck this away. No, we won't, because we've got bales over here. Forgot about all these bales. I swear one of them rolled away. I was certain there was 16, but I guess we'll never know. At least they are there. Right, where am I going to put you guys now? Big bloody bales. This is why I wanted to sort of rent a... pull a loan, rather, not rent anything. Rent some money, yes. I wanted to rent a bit of money so that we could get get that land over there. But I don't know if I want to pull a loan or not, if I feel like I should really try to just earn it, not pull the loan for it. Which I think I will continue to try. I will do that, yeah. These are big bales, but there's only a few of them, so we can find a storage. Even if it's outside somewhere, we can roleplay that they're tarped up or covered up or something. Because I don't think they'll fit into this shed here. I just don't think it's... I don't think the shed has the height for this unloading process. And, well, yeah, want to put the harvester in there, innit? Well, let's try and tuck these in the shed with the hay bales. So might have to relocate the telehandler out of the way for a moment, but I will try and get into the yard first, and then I will try and put the straw somewhere. Yes, we'll get this sorted, get lined up. See you in a second. Alright, so I just had to get a couple of things out of the way. The JCB with the bucket, put the bucket in there, as you can see. Now, for this workshop space, I'm not too fussed if we're covering the tools. It's fine, I've got the other little garage for that. But I just want to make certain that this thing that comes down doesn't bugger up the the hay, because we can put these together very nicely if all... I think that's far enough, actually. Blimey, I need to check. It's probably best to check in it. Oh, nearly. Nice. That is really nice. I'm really glad that worked out so well. A bit surprised. Right, let's go get some more bales. And we have here our final massive straw bale. So that's 5 and 8, 13 total bales. Not nearly as many as I thought, really. And they will fit perfectly in the shed. And that being said, that they fit so well in the shed, I don't think we'll pull the loan. I think I'll earn that yard space. You know, I gave myself a bit of a, gimme with this shed, but I built a nice space for it. I think it looks really good, that shed there. It almost looks like it is part of the... Oh, bloody Nora. Gotta move this now. Come in the wrong way, that's all. That's all. But yeah, they fit nicely, so we'll use this as a bale shed, no problem. I mean, they don't even take up all that much space, really, even when we have these stacked in. The only problem will be stacking more hay, because... Yeah, so, because these I had to move... Or sorry, those I had to move out of the way so I could put those there. It was a bit of a faff. I did that before, but at least those fit. So we'll sort that later on. Right, I'll get these in there, and we can move on. Righto, so we've got the bale loader all tucked away back in the brush there for the next time we need it. And I reckon I'd give the old Massey here a nice spray down before we get hooked up to the grain trailer, because we're going to need it for the field beans. Oh, bloody Nora, not again. It's like the JCB keeps turning up. It's in the wrong place at the wrong time, but that's on me. There's a lot going on here actually down this path, so I should... I'll just get it sorted, and I think everything's fine. We'll check the cows. Right, I did say straw. Okay, I'll get this sorted, and then I'll give... well, I guess, yeah, we need some straw to give to them, so what I'll do, actually, since we're in the JCB, is I'll get... I mean, they might need 2 bales, but I'll do... Well, I'll bring 2 down, because they are stacked a bit higher than the... bit higher than our shredder can deal with. Actually, what I can do is just put them down like that. Brilliant. And I'll take this and just tuck it over here instead. Fantastic. Right, so they don't need any food. Is that light on? Ah, right. Gotta save on the power bill there. No, we don't need any food, but I think we should use the Ford to do the shredding, and we'll move that loading wagon out the way as well. And then we can move on to September, and we can get some field bean, finally, for the first time, harvested for that beautiful, beautiful crop over there. Let's have one more quick look at it before it turns brown. Not that it's bad, just that it's ready for harvest. Stunning. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. It's a bit of a cloudy day, but I reckon September morning is going to be fantastic. Bloody hell, it's going to rain. Okay, we're going to wake up early. We're going to wake up at like 7. We'll rest till about 7, so that's fairly early. But we'll rest till 7, and then hopefully we can get this all harvested and go from there. But if it's raining, well, we've got other jobs we can do, so we'll see. Right, we'll see you in September. Alright, so I thought before we move on to September, I wanted to give a quick recap of what happened since I said I'll see you then and now. Basically, I managed to get the trailer loaded, well, filled with the canola we had in the silo, and I was able to unload it directly in to their trough. So as you can see, their power food, these two were about the same level, but now this one's gone up. It's not quite, or well, maybe it is actually about right. You know, it's a bit less than what I would like it to be, but that's fine. I would like to purchase some carrots to get the moisture food up to double that, because it is 20%, and that's half of that, obviously. That's how I'm going to gauge it, and then I'll continue feeding in the TMR, which I have tucked away in here because it might rain. I've tucked the trailer away in the other shed. That's the kind of sort of little realism I would like to stick with, I suppose. But anyways, so this actually did the thing where it gets stuck, and then for some reason 2 bales got stuck, and yeah, so luckily I was able to relieve this whole bale, hopefully. Oh, yeah, good. Thank goodness for that. But see, now that one is very strange. Ah, brilliant. At least I can deal with it this way. Maybe when I reset the game or something, it'll sort of reset itself. If worst case, I'll just reset it to the shop. But at least we can fully empty, or fully fill, rather, fully fill the straw necessity for the cows. So we'll let that carry on. Right, they got all their canola. We are ready for the harvest in September, and happy days. The cows will not be producing milk for quite some time, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, it's between 22 and 26 months. So it'll be after they calve at least, because these ones are 9 months, and they are almost at puberty. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Right, is this done? Right, I might just leave this here for the time being so I can just keep unloading that bale. Not a problem. But now, officially, see you in September. Good morning and welcome to September. Right, we have rain in the forecast as expected, and we have a great demand at Long Meadow bales. I wonder if they're in search of something we might have. First thing, yes, our field bean is ready to harvest. Fantastic. Let's have a look though. The cows are doing alright. Wow, actually. Oh yeah, because that wasn't full. Sorry. But even the straw they went through quite quickly. Check the forecast. We've got rain at 9. Right, we could actually finish the harvesting by then if we crack on with it. Oh, what a beautiful day though it is. Look at that. An absolute... Whoa, I thought my crops had gone, but they turned like black almost. That is very cool. Right. Okay, let me just check out what that great demand was, and then we'll crack on with the field bean harvest. Alright, we'll just get straight into it then. We are all set to go. It seems that we don't have any straw for this crop time. I just wanted to make sure. It seems that the Meadowview bale great demand was for cut sugar beet, so not something that we have in any capacity. It is something we could use to sell, to feed the cows, but nevertheless we will opt for carrots instead. Right, so as we're harvesting, I will mention that I did check or happen upon the price for manure currently, which is at the biogas plant, which is absolutely outrageous. It's like triple what it usually, double what it usually is, and much higher than the price that it peaks at, or whatever. So I am a bit tempted to scoop up all that manure that we have, starting with what's in the manure or in the cows now, because I haven't mucked it out for a month or two. So it does need a mucking out. I think it caps at 5,000. So if that's the case, we do really have to get in there and get that manure out. But we could sell it at the biogas plant, which would be brilliant. So I think the best course of action here would be to harvest first the field beans and then put the muck in the trailer, not the other way around. But as we're going so far, I mean, we're at almost about, well, we're at 1400 litres and done just about a headland, so it should work out quite nicely. There it goes, nice view of it all. Finally getting our field bean harvested. Now each one of these 1,000 litres though is worth, it's got to be at least £3,000 per 1,000 litres if I remember correctly. We'll come back for that a little bit. Not too bad, just about £2,000 on the headland alone. Right, so now I think we're safe to do, I should probably go across the top at least another time, just to get it nice and rounded off for when we come back this way. Right, could have executed that a bit better. No matter. Now, is this applying? Do I have any mods that apply sort of a state of anything? Right, now it's just removing layers of it as I go. No matter. Right, well, I think this is a good opportunity for us to break off into a time lapse. This will give us a chance to get the couple of headlands at the top and the bottom here sorted, and then we can crack on with the rest of the harvest. Alright, there we go. Our first 5,600 litres of... Oh right, I put it in the file shed. I thought I parked the tractor over here. 5,600 litres of field bean, very nice indeed. Now what I'll do is I will, as I say, get the massey, get it loaded in to the trailer. It won't be a full trailer by any means. We won't get another full combine load, but that's fine. We did get 5,600 litres so far, which is, again, more than we had before. And each one of those, again, is worth about £3,000. Nothing to scoff at. Right, we'll get this loaded and we'll carry on with the harvest. Okay, let's get under the pipe and unload it into the cane trailer. Fantastic. Right, yeah, I guess it kind of looks like soybean. Yes, it is a bean after all. Some sort of bean. Right, we've got about half the combine emptied there. Alright, fantastic. You can just leave that there and we can wrap up the harvest. Now, probably gonna just quickly get it done off camera just because we have done a nice big time lapse of it, but we do have a fair amount on for, well, at least getting ready for the next season, because since we don't know exactly how much we are going to make from the harvest, I suppose we could calculate it and sort of see if we'll have enough to buy a new field, if we have to maximize the areas that we currently have. Do you know what I mean? Different things like that. So we'll have to see, because I am very tempted to turn as I said, that main area into a massive field bean crop for next autumn, and then eventually turn it into a grass area. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I might even just do it anyways. Just do it anyways. But I think I might treat ourselves to a new drill. That would be the one thing, even before we make any more money. So, right, we'll finish this up. Should only take another moment or so, and then we can look into selling manure and possibly buying our very first production. So with another 1,593 litres, we do have a final total of... it'll be 7,193 litres of field bean. Now that is something I can calculate. That's not too bad. I mean, considering... oh, we want to shut that off, rather. So we could calculate that, and really, for how small that field is, that's pretty good. I mean, that's not even a full trailer, and the Massey does struggle a bit to get going with it, but once it's going, it's fine. Right, we'll go in this way. So yeah, see what I mean? If I'm driving on this part of the field and this and that, so I think it would make a nice grassy area. But I will definitely have time to sort out the plan, because I mean we can look in here, we can calculate exactly how much we get. So for example, from the rye we get £20,000, linseed only about 8,000, but it was a small field, things like that, you know, and that's all January. Everything is pretty much January. But if we look at manure, it's peaked right now, £94, max price is 54. That's mental. Our values double. Mind you, that's only for 5,000 litres, not the not all of what we have. So we could make a couple trips down there, sell a few things, and possibly purchase the BGA as well. But that is something that we'll have to look at in the next episode. Luckily, we did get all of the harvesting done before the rain. Actually, let's have a look at the sales as well. We didn't check any sales yet. Right, this is tempting because how finicky this was being, but I think I'll give it another go. It's working, so I'm not going to complain too much. That is for pumps and hoses, which I would like to look into. It's quite the contraption, really, but it doesn't. Doing manure and slurry and all that with precision farming doesn't. It works, but it doesn't work quite as well as you'd like it to, especially with all the manure and slurry that we can actually get. But what I might do is sell some and then use digestate on the fields, just to give us, allow us to spend less on solid fertilizer. I think that's the main purpose, is just to use less solid fertilizer, not none at all. But same concept with a cover crop. It's not very useful with precision farming, unfortunately. But no matter, we've had a very successful harvest season. Now that the alfalfa is in, or sorry, the field bean is in, look at that. It says max value 34,000. That is not too bad. That paired with the rye, so that's 54,000. Sell the linseed, put us up over £60,000 from those three crops. It would seem that field beans is definitely worth doing more. If we do look at that, that's 60,000 on top of our 30,000. It's not. I mean, it is enough, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I think one more big field bean harvest would be in order to be able to kind of put us over to the next stage. Maybe some more contracts as well. Do a cheeky bit contracting here and there. But overall, I think we've had a very successful harvest season. We'll do some field beans in here as well. Get a nice big field going. Oh, it's just going to be brilliant. Right. I'm too excited for it. But yeah, there we have it. we'll leave with this field in view. Luckily the pH and all that's still perfect on this field, which is brilliant. This one will need some work, of course, but I'm not sure what we'll put in this field just yet first thing. But nevertheless, thank you as always for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed the video, of course. If you did enjoy it, cheeky thumbs up does help out. New people watching the video, if you like what you're watching, subscribe. Let me know what you think. As always, once again, thank you so much for watching. And until the next one, please do take care. And bye for now.